Good morning, chicks and chickens. Welcome back to Old Man Farm. My name is Sid, as always. Looks like it's Abigail's birthday, and I'd love to not miss that. Why am I looking at the weather report? I meant to look at our luck, because I think we're going to go to the Skull Cavern today. Spirits are in good humor, so that's excellent, actually. Perfect timing. As I mentioned yesterday, and was echoed in a comment, I don't really like the Skull Cavern. It's a big old pain in the keister. Not a fan of it, but it is hopefully going to be effective in helping us get some prismatic shards, which we need to get our Crusader enchantment on our sword. We are 2 steps away. So 2 prismatic shards and we'll be there. Now granted, we do also have to find some cinder shards. But given the fact that we have been at the, we've been at Ginger Island the last couple of days, I figured let's switch it up. Do something different. Just have a little change of scenery, you know what I'm saying? So, looks like we got some mail. Let's read it real quick. How are you doing? I hope you enjoy the gift I sent you. Well, goodbye. Of course, that has to be Emily, because she's a character. I like Emily. Okay, I'm going to drop off this Ring of Yoba, because I don't see us using it. And yeah, okay. I'm going to do a few basic things around the farm, just mostly for clearing up inventory's sake. Come on, Grover. And then we're going to head to the desert. Oh, better close that. Now, I also thought that something I have never done on a farm, because we're really, really into the territory of things I am not used to, right? So I think I would like to look into creating the, what are they called? The warps? The big old warp columns, right? Because I've never done that, and given the fact that we are doing quite a bit of jet setting here lately, might be worth looking into. I believe we have to go to Rasmodius's farm about that, right? Let's check that out. Warp Totem, that's what they're called. I remembered at the last minute. So, we might look into that. I don't know that we'll make it over there today, but it is still worth writing down, because I think at some point I would like to do it. Now, I know we were saving our dragon's teeth for that specific usage, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me, many raptors. Again, we're just going to do the basics here. Who are you and why are you chilling inside? Got a nice sunspot, Littlefoot. Now, speaking of things we have on our to-do list, I think we can get rid of Use Forge. I think we've sort of got that down at this point. Oh, hello, Norp. Speaking of, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Swap the dinos and chicks and the forge. That looks good to me. Now, the Junimo quest. Let's see. We had gold or iridium wine. Now, there's not a lot we can do about that. We have 16 days, and we can go check our grandpa's shed, right? Let's check grandpa's shed, and if we have wine for that, as in we will have wine within that 16-day period, we should be good. Now, actually, how many do we need? Deliver a single one. We may have some in our, we may actually have some of that in the fridge. Let's see here. Goat cheese. Nope. Now, these silvers, if these are wine, 36 more days. Okay, so we will not have gold or iridium wine coming out of these barrels within the allotted time. Got a lot of cheese that will be ready, but everything else is still a solid month out. So that's not a big deal. It's really, really not. If that is not going to be an option from our fridge, then we can essentially render this entire quest moot, and we don't need to think about it. But still worth checking into. So anyway, as I said, just to be very clear about it, the idea here is we are going to see if we can't catch up with Abigail real quick, just because it's generally pretty easy to find her. Although it is a Saturday, and I tend to mess that up. Oh, whoops. But I'm thinking she may actually be at the Wizards on Saturday, and we want to go there anyway to check on these totems. Then, we're off to the desert. I don't mean to hop off of Grover when I do these things. I know you don't have to. It just keeps happening. It's completely unintentional. I think let's also check inside our shed here. Yes, or not shed, our greenhouse. Oh my god, look at it. Oh, this is downright beautiful. Okay, pick these coffee beans. Here we go. I'm gonna leave the fruit on the trees just because I think it's pretty. God, this place is lovely. I would love to hang out here. Alright, so let's hop down to Rasmodius. See what we can do about that. Oh, some cheese is ready. Wonderful. We're gonna take our little shortcut, get us slightly closer to his house, right? Over here, yes. Now, as I said, I think Abigail, it's either Saturdays or Sundays she hangs out. I don't think she actually goes in the Wizard's Tower. Perhaps she does. Either way. Oh, right. I always forget that Morgan exists. Sorry about that, little kid. Hey, it's nice to see you. Thanks. You're welcome, Morgan. Same to you. Have a cheese, Rasmo. Many thanks. This item has some interesting properties. Did we just accidentally add this to the pot? Now, I believe we go up here, right? Yes. No? Yes, okay. Earth obelisk to the mountains. I'm not too worried about that. That's an easy hop skipping away. Now this, the beach? Possibly. Possibly. Desert is 1,000,000 G's. Holy poop. Okay. Coconuts and cactus. Not so bad. Aha, so the island is gonna be a minute. Dragon's teeth we can farm a bit. Bananas we're gonna have to grow, I believe, though, right? Oh, there is an RSV obelisk. That's wonderful. Okay, so, the iridium's easy. We have that. We're about halfway to the gold. So coconuts and cactus, bananas, and dragon's teeth. Not so bad. Not so bad. Oh, you know what? If we really wanted to, we could have just warped from there. No big deal. Now, I'm gonna sort of go the long way here, just in case Abigail's out here. I could have sworn it must be Sundays then when she's out here. Which, hey, no big deal. Oh, you know what? I should drop a few things off and then we'll get on our way. I can't believe I did that. I am a moron. I'm so bad at that. We need to have a running tally of the number of times I have managed to warp ourselves back here accidentally, especially if it was from the farm to the farm, because that's just, I mean, that's just downright wasteful. Okay, so there's a lot of faffing around there, but I think we're going to be able to get on our way, kind of get moving. Now, I'm not going to take our staircases, our bombs, all of these things, because it's already almost 3 o'clock, and I really just, they got away from me, you know? What are you going to do? So, we're just going to do a good old natural mine run here. And hey, I probably could have been more effective with, you know, usage of our time here, but it is what it is, you know? But we will grab a few of these things along the way, if there's any coconuts and cactus fruit along the way, since we need it. Now, again, I've complained about different qualities not stacking for usages like that before. I don't know if that applies to this. I hope not, but I legitimately don't know. Now, I have the slime charmer ring. Assumedly this won't hurt us? No, it doesn't. Now, we hate these guys, but at this point, I would have to say that one would assume I'm a relative, I won't say expert, but I'm relatively well versed in dealing with the flying serpents. So, okay, we're gonna do this the standard way of collecting gems and ores and fighting monsters, and then resorting to dealing with the mining as last resort, which looks like we're already going to get into, because as of yet, we do not have our Crusader, so we can't actually kill the mummies without bombs, and that's just wasteful, in my opinion, at this point, at least. Come on, lucky day. Oh, speaking of lucky days, yesterday I started playing Coral Island. I would imagine that some of you have to be familiar with it. It's very, very Stardew-like. But I don't mean that in like a derogatory way. The fact is that Stardew is Harvest Moon-like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of unfair, I think, just because Stardew is, in the modern era, is a lot of people's introduction to, if not only real touchstone for the farming, the cozy farming genre. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a disservice to just say everything's a ripoff of Stardew, even if maybe it is. But that being said, it's quite fun. It takes place on a tropical island that I would say is vaguely like Southeast Asian inspired. Everyone in the game is very attractive, but it's pretty much you know, it's Stardew, but it's got a good amount of it's got some Animal Crossing aspects, i.e. there's a museum in which you can catch bugs and find artifacts and put fish. So it's got like sort of the museum here in Stardew combined with the aquarium, which by the way we really need to go to, combined with some bug catching. So there's all of that. There's an extensive amount of animals you can adopt, which is always good in my book. Whatever, we'll take some gold. 2 swings on gold? Never mind, I don't care. Don't care that much. We're on the hunt for iridium, which I should have looked when that starts spawning. Like, I know it spawns more prevalently here. That's not it, right? That's aquamarine, I believe. Yes. But yeah, I know iridium spawns here, or just that the enemies seem to drop it more often. I know this is the place to get it, but I think we're specifically looking for iridium nodes. Also, I think we need to go on a coffee making spree, because I'm realizing the speed boost from coffee just really does not last very long, does it? A couple of minutes tops. But yeah, Coral Island, super fun. I'm going to be playing it a lot on stream. We found a game that I think I might have talked to you guys about this, but I described it pretty much, it's Stardew in space, but on a mech. You know, there I am immediately comparing a game to Stardew. But it's super duper fun. It's called Lightyear Frontier, and that comes out the same day as the 1.6 patch, so that's a bit of conflicting interest for yours truly, but I'm very excited to play that game, and that's gonna be a staple on my Twitch channel once that happens. I have no doubt about that. But in the meantime, Coral Island seemed like the way to go. Get some more cozy farming vibes in, so... Again, as always, there's a link in the description to my Twitch channel if you are at all interested. We are so close to the follower goal for me to start getting emotes and just have dumb fun with that. Because who doesn't want to design their own emotes and like what do you call that? Like sound drops and stuff. It's gonna be interesting. I think that kind of stuff is funny. Oh, I just realized. Watch when we fight this guy. When he blows up. Ah, damn it! It wasn't on the. We gotta do it while they're on the sand. See, look at that. It leaves marks in the sand from the explosion, which I think is pretty cool. Did we need to kill all of these guys? No. I got distracted. And my bloodlust. Normally I wouldn't even fight Pepper Rex, but you can get some decent things from them sometimes. None of you, huh? No one wants to drop a ladder for me? There we go. Oh, wow, there was already one there. I'm so bad at video games. It's appalling. Well, you know, they called this a decent luck day, and I just say I disagree. We haven't found a single iridium. Yeah, not great. Then again, that could be just a, that could be a level gating thing. I may just not be deep enough. I didn't really think there was a crazy amount of, like, blocking on that, but I guess, obviously, I must be wrong. So I will look that up. I'll look that up for tomorrow. Probably come back here tomorrow, but tomorrow we're not going to the wizards or anything like that, so we'll probably wake up and abandon our chores and just immediately come here. We'll bring our staircases and, 6 levels. Yeah, we'll bring staircases and bombs and just really go at it. If there's a floor requirement, we'll try and hit that as early as possible. Make this worthwhile. Now granted, we did get a lot of resources from here. I'm not upset that we came here, by any means. But, yeah, didn't even get close. I didn't expect to leave with any prismatic shards today, but I was really hoping to at least find some iridium nodes. But, hey, it was a learning experience, right? And hey, there's still time. We have about an hour before I planned on leaving. Maybe a little sooner than that. Okay, we are out of space. We did get quite a bit of iridium, so the iridium thing really holds up for farming iridium here. It just seems that it's mostly coming from enemies, not from nodes themselves, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, because now that is iridium, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Now that down there, though, that's aquamarine. So maybe it takes, I mean, we're over 25 levels down. We're at 31 now. I think we just fell 4 levels. So maybe at 25 is the first time you'll start seeing iridium. Could be something like that, right? I'm not really sure. But either way, I'd say it's about time. It's after midnight. Let's get home because we don't have Grover for our short walk here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and sort some things away. I'm gonna do that, and then I will be right back with you. Alright, that's about as sorted out as we're gonna get. We are just shy of 10 on both the, keep wanting to say cucumber, on both the coconuts and the cactus fruit. So, yeah, this is just going to be a money thing. And realistically, on days that we take any amount of time to actually process artisanal goods, we can easily clear 25 to 30,000 a day, which I realize is still going to take some time. But point is, we can easily work towards that. By the time we have our million Gs, we could probably have the island as ready as well. And I think I'd rather have the island over the desert. It takes longer to get to the island. And realistically, if we had a warp to get there easily, well, then, I mean, it would be kind of nice to get our farm started there. Plus, I don't know, we need to get those banana trees rocking. So that'll give us incentive to work towards that totem, right? Well, I'm going to look into the iridium spawns in the Skull Cavern. But I would say tomorrow, if luck is on our side, we may head back to the skull mines again. But again, more prepared. I already have the bombs and staircases on us. So hopefully we can get deep enough to actually consistently see some iridium. Only so that we can get prismatic shards. That's really the goal here. But anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Check out the Twitch channel if you're at all interested. And if not, no big deal. I will still see you tomorrow. And until then, be good to each other. Good night.